Phil's Science Lab, sponsored by ESB's Generation Tomorrow programme, supporting initiatives that help young people develop key skills in science, technology, engineering, arts and maths.
Now, getting all my stuff ready here. If your little ones are missing out on their science classes, we have you covered this morning, because I'm joined now by scientist Phil Smith, and he has an experiment to get our hearts racing this morning. But before we start, a quick reminder that if you want to take part, all you need are 2 disposable cups, a piece of string, some sellotape, a scissors. Good morning to you, Phil. We're talking about the heart this morning. We are.
I think today where I thought it was nice to do something that you don't really need anything for. You're just going to be using your cells to do an experiment, but also because we're trapped inside, it would be nice to talk about how we can keep our hearts exercised, and then use something and make something that's inspired by how we listen to our hearts. So that's why you have lots of gear in front of you. Well, a little bit of gear anyway, to help making our own intercom system.
And for the little ones who are looking in this morning then, Phil, tell us how our hearts work.
Yes. So our hearts, like I said, all of this stuff with any kind of STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, and art and maths, it's a great way to get people asking questions and included and find out about their own bodies. The great thing about this, like I said, in our little ones, is our hearts do a wonderful job for us, and they are phenomenal pieces of equipment. If you hold your fist up in front of your face, Alan, your heart is about the size of your fist. So as you get bigger, your fist will get bigger, your heart will get bigger.
Okay.
So anytime, if you want to know what size your heart is, look at your fist. Try not to hit yourself, of course. But the hearts are wonderful because they pump blood around our body. We take in oxygen as we breathe in, and we breathe out carbon dioxide, but then our heart pumps our blood around our body, and we're able to move around. But there's something I wanted to start off with, was really, really simple. It was just to show how special our hearts are. So if you hold your fist out in front of you as if you're a superhero,
yeah.
If you imagine that if you open up your hand, yeah, that's as if your heart is taking blood in, and then closing it is like you're pumping blood around your body. Mm-hmm. So all I want you to do, for as fast as you can, for 30 seconds, is to pump blood in and around your body as fast as you can.
So we want everybody at home, all the children and everybody doing this at home as well. So this is pumping the blood around, yeah?
Around your body as fast as you can. Now, not little ones, big wide ones as fast.
Yeah.
Don't hold your hand. Yeah, as fast as you can. Don't stop. If you stop, you'll die. Just keep going as fast as you can. Oh. And you should start to feel your hand hurting.
It is. My arm and my hand, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, this is a great one for the kids, because it's like you have 10 seconds left, and if you don't stop,
they'll be going, Mommy, Daddy, I want to stop now. I want to stop.
And stop. So you should get this, and this is a bit of crack, because you're feeling like I've only done that for 30 seconds. But the thing is that your heart does this for your whole life. It never, ever stops. So the muscles that in your heart are super, super special. And because they never ever stop, and they'll beat about over 3 billion times in your lifetime. And like I said, your heart, brother, it's about the size of your fist.
Oh, there it is,
so
yeah.
If you in your legs, you can run forever. So it's a nice little kind of interlude into that.
And if we want to teach people how to take their pulse at home, how do we do that?
Yeah. So we want to do that. The easiest way to do it is obviously through measuring our veins and arteries. But on one of the sides of your hand, you'll see that in the middle you have kind of two tendons there, and if you get your 2 fingers like this and go to one side of it, just about the same side that your thumb is, and hold it in this kind of position here, and you should be able to feel your pulse. Now you'll need to be a little bit quiet sometimes as well, or you can hold it onto your jugular or onto the other side here, and you can feel it. Just stay quiet, and you should hear it. And what I'd like you to try and do now is to count it for 10 seconds. So I know people don't like this, but in TV land, we're going to stay quiet for 10 seconds and count and see if we can feel our pulse. So there's someone there beside you, help them out, and we're going to go and counting for 10 seconds. And what did you get, Alan? How many did you get?
Oh, was I supposed to be counting?
We're supposed to be counting, Alan. You're supposed to count for 10 seconds.
I was feeling it. It's going very slow. I'm very calm in the studio.
Well, in that case, what I'd like you to do is where you are, I'm stand back a little bit.
I tell you what, Phil, sit down for a second, Phil, because we want to make this stethoscope for the young people at home, for the children who are watching.
Exercise that you do it for 10 seconds and then you multiply by 6 to get your beats per minute.
Okay.
Now, what's really nice what you could do with this, you might have one of these in front of you, the stethoscope.
Yeah, I have a stethoscope here, yeah.
So the way that they work, apart from being around your neck and looking good, is they have a membrane that vibrates. And by that vibrating, the sound travels up the tubes and into your doctor's ears so that she can hear what's going on. We're going to do something similar. Like I said, with 2 cups, we're going to create a membrane that vibrates that will send signal down into our ears, and you can order tea down your intercom.
Okay.
So what I'd like you to do is take one of the cups.
Yeah, have one.
And get either the scissors or there's a bamboo stick is here, and I want you to gently poke a hole, very small, in the bottom of each of the cups.
Okay.
So you should be a little hole in the bottom. You do that. Nice and easily. Help from home if you need. So I poked a hole in the middle of that. And you'll do the same with the other one. See how handy and crafty you are, Alan?
Yeah.
Good. Go through there. And you'll get it. So you poke 2 holes at the bottom.
Yep,
then
that's
you're going to
done.
get the string. The string, if you roll out, now generally you do this for as long as you want it, but a few meters anyway at least.
Yeah.
And then you'll cut the string, put it through the holes in the cups,
Yeah.
and tie a little.
Yeah.
So you should be doing that. Now,
Yeah.
luckily, I have one.
So tie a big knot in it, is it?
Yeah, tie a big knot. So you put it through the hole, tie a knot, and it should sit in it. So you should be left with something like that. Nice, Alan. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
You tied a lovely
So
bit
we
there.
have them here. So you tie them on both ends,
Yes.
and then we have it here. So we have it here. So if you have it on both ends in your cup, so what do you do now?
Yes.
I have it, look.
So with this now, you hold that at one end goes to one person, and the other end goes to one more person will have it in their ear. The other person will talk. As long as the string is nice and tight.
Oh, Karen, 2 meters, 2 meters.
More than 2 meters.
More
at
than
least.
2 meters.
And if someone was only 2 meters away from you, Alan, you could just say, I have a cup of tea. Whereas if you have them 30 feet away from you, where this will still work and the string is tight, you talk to them, the signal or the sound will vibrate, the cup, the bottom, travel down the string and into the ear of the other person.
Okay, so if you get into this like this and it'll come down like that, and Carl will be able to hear it like that. So you play this at home, you should do this at home. So go down like that.
You can try this.
Hey, Karen, can you hear me? Can you hear me over there, Karen?
Reading you loud and clear, Alan Hughes, over.
Okay, Karen, are you coming in, Karen? In studio, please. Karen, over.
The string is tight though, Alan.
I love these.
They're great little ideas and great fun ideas, Phil. Thank you very much for that this morning and for telling us about our heart and how to keep our heart
No problem
well.
at all.
Thanks so much.
Alan.
Now we're going to
See you later.
We're going to take a quick things we're doing on this
No,
show.
I
at the
know,
moment.
but that's so much fun. I remember doing that as a kid. That's a great one to
We're going to
do.
take a quick break. We'll be back in a
Sure,
few
I loved
minutes.
it. I love that one. I'm going to bring that
Phil's
home.
Science Lab, sponsored by ESB's Generation Tomorrow programme. Check out esb.ie/Generation Tomorrow to start discovering.